Okay, I'm FODV93 and welcome to part 2 of Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, and I just saw your message, chat member, or song 3166, and hello to you too! Figured I'd at least show off what the main menu hub actually looks like after you've done some percentages, and... oh... 67%. 6-7. What a way to start the stream. 6-7. But yes, I wanted to at least show that kind of thing off. Do I want to do the minigames now or a little later? Maybe I'll do them a little later. Yeah, wee bit on the later side. That's still fine by me, to be honest. And let's at least continue with the game. Last time we actually got through, well, entirely up to World 6, actually, out of 7, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there are 7 worlds inside this entire game. But there's also another thing, too. Every time that you actually restart the game, your lives actually reset back to 2. And your ability goes back to default normal. So, that's something to at least keep in mind. So, let's say you actually had your eyes on a certain ability you wanted to keep, and don't restart the game. Because the simple fact, well, your abilities and your lives will reset back at 3 lives, and, well, it'll reset back to 3 lives, plus... ow! Your ability will be just standard. Yeah. I would be upset about that, but, not really. Ow. I see now. Nice! And a lucky break! Because that's actually one of the switches I need to break. Perfect! Ow! Nope. Super Wario 3644 says, "How are you?" Doing fine, actually. I'm doing fine, chat member. How are you? Ow. Made someone surrender in Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, cool. Yeah. So yeah, that's basically what happens when you get raised up all the way to 1 at the end of that end of level minigame. You actually got another life. Like, unless if you're really trying to go for... oh. I mean, unless if you're really having a bit of difficulty with the game. Maybe, I guess, but... not really, it's more of a Kirby game. And these games are known for their simplicity, like they're easy to... for their simple difficulty. The reason why all these games are known to be simple is because of the simple fact for the design philosophy by Masahiro Sakurai that every Kirby game is just based to be towards beginners. It's like baby's first game, essentially, to be introduced to for beginners, essentially. But you might be asking, why do I love this series so much if it's just geared towards kids or just geared towards beginners for their platforming needs? To be quite fair, honestly, I think it's more so of just the character as a whole. Like, it's the character as a whole, and The character, the gameplay, everything else, it's just a load of fun. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Hmm. Maybe... Oh no. Oh no. No, 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 nope. Nope. Can I aim this thing downwards? Oh boy. There. Because I know that's actually just another switch to at least get up there, but the thing is, this fire is kind of tough to actually crack. Oh! Oh! Son of a bitch. I gotcha. Oh, darn it. I gotcha. I gotcha, game. Ow! Fuck! I gotcha. I gotcha the point. Fuck! Nope, nope, nope. Gotcha! Whew. Okay, now I can actually do this puzzle proper. You're not supposed to be using fire! The way of how the... See of how these walls are diagonal? That would mean laser! Yep. You just have to time it just right. Just like that. Nah. There we go. Gotcha. It was a laser puzzle because of the walls. I'm like, wait a minute. I can't reach this thing with fire. I can't... Like, at this point in Kirby's Adventure, which this game is remade by, is a remake of, you can't really aim the fire breath in any angular direction. It just goes in a straight path and that's it. But then I realized, oh wait, the walls are diagonal. So, this is just a laser puzzle. Yeah, this is just another laser puzzle just to get the switch. And so it's just, okay, try to find an enemy that has laser. Sorry. Try to find an enemy that can give me laser, or a combo, or a mix combo that lets me at least get to laser. You know what I mean. And so I got it. Yep. Okay. Also, congrats on winning Yu-Gi-Oh! Twice, Aura. I hope you didn't try to do like a 6-7 thing to make them surrender, because that's really not cool to do. Like, I don't know much about Yu-Gi-Oh! Or the game or whatever of that sort. I know it's very successful. I mean, it got an anime, several anime, and then just more card games and more profit for Konami. But I don't really know much about playing the game as a whole, or what goes on in the anime. So, you know, ask me about, oh, how does Yu-Gi-Oh! Work? You're asking the wrong guy. You are asking the wrong man. Damn it. Ow. Up we go! Okay, that's good. Wait, hold on, wait. Oh, never mind, I did actually get everything. Yep, that's my mistake. On to level 4. Oh, little thing. If you actually inhale 2 or more enemies, regardless if they give abilities or not, you can actually exhale or spit out a more powerful star projectile, essentially. Ow! That's fine. Meh. Again, I say it's fine because even if I do game over, it really won't be that big of a deal. There we go. Yeah, I could've, but meh. Sometimes when it comes to these switches and these puzzles, it's more get them in one try or nothing, you know? Like, I at least have that kind of experience playing these Kirby games for. So that instinct just kicked in for me, to be fair. Here we go. Plus, on the upside, I do actually get the lives back I got my eye wasted for that whole puzzle switch. I think there is... Yeah, I can pretty much pinpoint... Yeah. You know what? Not now. I'll probably just say my thoughts, like, after I beat the game. Nice. Okay, that switch is actually kind of simple to get. Honestly, I thought I'd need a sword for this whole thing, but no, it's more just keep your eyes peeled and then go into the suspicious-looking door. Like, sometimes when it comes to finding puzzles for 100% in Kirby games, sometimes it'll require abilities to use, other times, no. Ow. Yeah, like, sometimes you'll need an ability to beat a puzzle for the whole switch, or to get closer to 100%. Other times, it's just try to find a door. Like, try to find a door that'll let you through. Like, sometimes it could actually just be a black square, or it could be the moon, something like that, you know. If that could have just been, could be something like that. Nice. Nope. And I'm pretty sure this is the last main level of Orange Ocean. Orange Ocean. Yeah. Orange Ocean. Oh yeah, ice level, and ice physics. Delightful. I think I'll go with Needle. Yeah. Needle's kind of work in this sense. Ow! Needle works the same way as, say, Freeze, or... Yeah, Freeze, essentially, but... Yeah, I just like Needle because it has more range for your defensive ability. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Alright, it's been like a week since like Valentine's Day or whatever, so how was Valentine's Day for you, chat? Ow. Frick. Because I know... Oh, wait. Yep. Yeah, how was Valentine's Day for you, chat? Like, how did you spend it? Like, even if it's by yourself for Valentine's Day, I feel self-love is also just as important as, say, romantic love or platonic love. Because I feel if you don't start to love yourself, then how are you able to love others, you know? Get what I mean? And this one's gonna be pretty... Ow! Frick! Just in time! Whew. Ow! Whew. Huh. I feel like that's actually one of the more tougher switches I got done on my first try. Yeah, that is actually one of the tougher switches. It's because the simple fact you have to race down to the cannon in time for it to launch you up, plus the enemies are actually going at a faster pace than usual. Like the Waddle Doos are just running, sprinting towards you, and that can impede your progress. See, like that. At the very least, you can always retry this particular switch puzzle. It's not just locked behind a door or whatever. Thankfully, that is not the case. Up we go! Okay, so this really isn't the last main level? That's an oopsie on my end. My bad. I generally thought that this was that level 5 was the last one for Orange Ocean, but I guess not. Ow. I know there's a secret... Ah, there we go. There we go, BB. I knows it. I knows it. I knows it. I've seen it. Okay, gonna need mix, Kirby. Ow! Ow. Frick. Frick. Come on. Don't know why I didn't turn around, but it's fine. I still have 5 more lives. I'll be a-okay. All I need is burning or hammer to get across to that door. That's all I need. Because stone won't really help much at all, if anything. Damn it. Damn it. Frick. Come on, get closer. Just a little closer. Ow! Come on here! Oh, come on, game. Work with me here. Work with me. Fucking come on here. Come on, easy as it goes. Steady. No. Gonna have to retry a bit. Nope. Ow. But yeah, how was your Valentine's Day, chat? I know it's like a week later for this, but meh, better late than never, I guess. No. Like me, I spent it alone, but meh. Again, no, I don't need wheel. Backdrop, no. Come on. Give me hammer or burning. Come on, game. Be nice. Whoa. Damn, ice physics. A bit too risky for me to try to do the mix. Strat. Ow. Doesn't really help that all this is ice, and that just makes the traction worse. Hammer! Finally! Thank goodness. Okay, let's just go nice and easy. Whew. And final switch for World 6 has been unlocked. Alright. Whoa, boy. Whew. Alright, that's done and dealt with. Ow. You know what? At least I got UFO. UFO is good in the aspect you actually get 4 abilities right off the bat. Like you have beam, a smaller beam, a medium-sized beam, and a bigger beam. Con, you cannot really use this thing to go down The moment that you beat a level with UFO in this game, you can't really take it out with you. It is pretty useful. I won't lie, it is actually pretty good. Not sure if it helps beat puzzles, but as an ability, it's pretty unique. Oh, is it you I like turtles? And hello to you too, I like turtles K6I. How are you? Also, how was your Valentine's? Figured I'd at least just ask for the sake of it. Let's see how burning UFO works. Ooh, yes it does. Ooh, I can totally see UFO being kind of busted for puzzle solving. Oh, and it can be used underwater, yeah. Final round against the Meta Knights, let's go. Also, fun fact, this music is actually the remix of the mini-boss theme from Kirby 64. Come on, give me UFO. Be a nice Ow. Sorry to hear that you got rejected on Valentine's Day. Oh boy. Self-love is also just as important as romantic love. That's how I mostly feel. Because if you can love yourself and be fine spending time by yourself and treat yourself with love and respect, you know, it's like level 1 or like baby steps towards a romantic relationship. Get what I mean? Up we go. Alright, boss time. Also, what is a Brillo pad? Pretty sure Brillo pads are just used for dishes. Flat out, yeah. Yeah, that's just steel wool. Huh. Also, Brillo has been made since 1913. Really? Hold on, when was Brillo pads made? 1913, yeah, 1913. Or at least close to 1917. So, it's been there for over a century, actually. Yeah, sorry, never mind. I felt, might as well just look up what Brillo pads are. Again, well, I already know what Brillo pads are. It's just, might as well just help you answer your question there, chat member. Also, to at least take a quick look. Oh, yikes. I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry they had to say that about your hair. I'm very sorry about that. I'm sure you'll find that special summon that won't compare your hair to steel wool of all things. Yikes. Now that's just horrible. That's just downright malicious. Also, I want to at least show off the warp star thing. It's a way for you to fast travel. And since we're already in World 6, you can basically just go to Worlds 1 to 6. Yogurt Yard, And also Vegetable Valley for level 1. You can't really rematch of a boss fight as soon as you're done with them. Like, right here, I already beat Wispy Woods, so I'd be going through the next. If it wasn't for the Warp Star doors, I'd have to at least keep walking to go back and forth to worlds I wanted to go to. But since that's not the case, I could just use this Warp Star hub just to go to and from worlds I want to go to. Alright, boss time! Tis Meta Knight who we are fighting against. A fun fact, in both Kirby's Adventure and within this game, any ability that you have on you automatically gets carried over and replaced with Sword. Huh. Chuck goes in! That was easier than what I expected. I honestly thought I'd have a challenge with Meta Knight, but no. No, not the case. Guess he actually looks like a Kirby because of his face, but we will let him keep his mask on. He's still got that aura within him. Yeah, and this is why Kirby doesn't sing. And this is why the mic ability is always a thing. It's because of the simple fact that he's canonically that bad of a singer. And welcome to our final world of the game, Rainbow Resorts. And you can bet your sweet Beppy that there will be switch puzzles galore. Switch puzzles galore, and it's the final world of the game, so expect a bit of challenge of trying to get to the switches to get all of them done. There we go. Also, it's kind of also the default ice world too as well. So expect bad traction and ice world physics. No, I don't want that. There's an ability I kind of want to at least get that's in here. No, app. There we go. Burning, perfect. That is the one I want to get. There we go. Perfect. Yeah. There we go. Just gotta slide it down. There we go. Yeah, honestly, that's kind of one of the reasons why I loved playing as Burning Kirby as a kid. I don't know, it's just like the sound of the impact of the wall that always felt so good to me as a kid. Like that crunch of that impact on the wall. I don't know, it just felt good. And also backdrop. Like, flat out just backdrop Kirby. Just, wow, I get to toss people and beat them up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. That's pretty puggers, if I will admit. That's pretty puggers. Also, first switch puzzle, and that will require burning. For this, don't kill the Waddle-Doo. Keep beam as close as possible until you get to the end of that door. Now, if anything, if you accidentally kill the Waddle-Doo, it's fine. It's not like it's an automatic loss for you to solve the switch puzzle. It's just you have to at least go back to where that Waddle-Doo was respawning at, and then just take care of things from there. Huh. There we go. At least with using beam, it'll be easier for you to get to that door. There we go. Now we wait for little burning friend to come back. And... ow! Frick. There we go. That's better. Oh, come the hell on here. There we go. Just in time. There we go. And switch puzzle. Switch puzzle. Perfect. And there we go. Ow. Do I really need... Do I need stone? No, I don't really need stone. Nah, I don't need it. Nah, I really don't need stone. Nah. Because I already got the switch, so it's like one switch per level, essentially, if that's the case. And that's always how it's always been. Yep, there we go. Ooh, oh, I actually kind of love this level, too, because of the song that it comes with. I think going with the upper route is actually the best route. I'll pretty much show why, and I will shut up about the entire course of it, because the track that I'll actually play is actually one of my favorites from this game. And that's why I actually just wanted to shop about it. I just love that song. It's just... it's a short looping song. The song is short, but I actually like it because of how intense it is. Like, they didn't really have to go that hard for a level that's just the mini boss rush. Like, it's just the boss rush, but it's all just for the mini bosses. Like, they didn't have to go that hard, but I appreciate them going that hard anyway. No switches for that level, it's just point A to point B, that is it. The rest of the levels won't be that case. Will not be that. Ow. Going to keep burning, just to be on the safe side for any burning blocks that need to be tackled. Ah, thank you. Oh, there we go. Whew. Gotcha. Oh no. Whew. I hope I didn't miss a switch. If not, I'll just go back and do that. Oh, no, just point A to point B again. Okay. Alright. I might as well at least demonstrate how ball works. The moment that you keep pressing the A button, Kirby will keep bouncing at a faster rate, and he'll eventually be able to bounce quicker into the enemies, essentially, with a greater impact. You can either rapidly press A or just hold the A button. Me, personally, I do not like ball. I feel this is one of the abilities where Hal can at least rework ball into something a lot better. Because the only way ball is good is for this particular room. I mean, it was a quirky ability when it was used in Adventure because Kirby is flat out just a ball. What if Kirby was just a ball? Like, what if we just removed Kirby's arms and stubby little legs and just made him a ball? Thing is, with Ball Kirby, I feel it's kind of a bit outplaced and outranked by flat out any pinball game he's been in, Canvas Curse and Rainbow Curse. Because the simple fact, well, Kirby becoming a ball in those games is a lot better to control than Ball Kirby. At least the little screenshot for Ball is at least cool, a little cute. I mean, I think it's just Kirby on a golden ball for the Olympics, I think. Change form and hold the A button. Bounce, boing, bonk. I'm gonna, damn it. Take burning. There we go. Perfect. Oh! Ow. Damn it. Ow. As with it being DDD's battle theme, I don't think it is. I think it's just that song that's unique just for that mini boss rush. Ow. Whoop. Ah, slid just a bit too soon. Nuts. Ooh. Whew. Do 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 do. Do do do. Oh, wait a minute. I feel there may be something down there. Okay, that was kind of a bit pointless. But, meh. Up we go again! More useless points. There we go. Okay, no switch door again. Okay. Oh, never mind. This is not the level. Oh! Whew! Okay, this ain't the level, it's the next one. That I'm just gonna keep myself quiet over! Ow! Oh boy! Ah, damn it. Okay, gotta at least do this big wheelie boss the normal way instead of using Crash just to cheese it. Because flat out using Crash on mini-bosses either gets rid of all their health, or just gets rid of most of their health, and that's quite an achievement for Crash to have. Also, this incarnation of Wheel is just Kirby's Adventure Wheel, so you can't really jump with Wheel. It's just go in a straight direction with Wheel. And that's kind of also an evil way to place Wheel because this particular room isn't Wheel-friendly. It's more just be careful with your platforming, and you're thinking, oh, I can make it with Wheel. No, you cannot, because you can't jump with Wheel. Jumping with Wheel is just flat out impossible to do. So I do appreciate them just doing a literal fuck you with the puzzle for that whole thing. And this is also one of the more tougher ones to do. If I'm not mistaken, burning is probably your key to use, the key ability to use. Hup. Ah. I'll try again. It's fine. It's cool. It's fine. It's fine. I did that on purpose. It's, yeah, this is the tougher switch to actually activate. Because that burning enemy is going to get you fast. And yeah, most people just give up with this switch. I won't give up. Even if it takes me a few tries, I will get there eventually. Ow. Ugh. If it's not burning, then maybe laser. I mean, laser is pretty far range. Yeah, I can at least get there if I don't screw up with the platforming. Nope. Yeah, shoot. Ow. Oh wait, no, fire. Duh, it's fire. While laser is more far range, the laser is a bit more pinpointy and precise. See, I can almost at least make it if I don't screw up the timing of that platforming. Can you go away? Thank you. Come on. Really, game? Really with this? Okay. Another take. Ah, almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. I'm almost there. Hup. Ah. Almost there. I just didn't... Just don't screw up that slide, and we'll be okay. Yeah. Finally! Jesus Christ. Wait, seriously? It's all a bunch of one-ups? I thought this was a Switch puzzle, but okay. I mean, I guess the extra lives are worth it, I guess. If you're that ass at Kirby, but sure, I guess. Okay, I guess back then that was the final Switch puzzle. Okay. This should actually be the last level, and I'll keep quiet about this one. A nice little treat. That entire level was a homage to Kirby's Dreamland, the first Kirby game ever made. Well, the first Kirby game made, yeah. So it was just a homage to the entirety of Kirby's Dreamland, essentially, going through all 4 worlds. I think it was green greens, bubbly clouds, the something. No, my mistake. It was green greens, Castle Lololo, bubbly clouds, and then DDD's castle, essentially. Like all 4 worlds, and then that's about it. And there's also like a secret having to do with going inside of the moon. Like within bubbly clouds, essentially. And that's actually like 2 of the switches done for that entire world of World 7 for Rainbow Resort. So there's only like 2 switches within World 7. I thought there would be more, but not in this case. No. And the only things that are here for additional stuff is it's actually just the Warp Store thing for all 7 worlds, essentially. So, like, let's say you want to go to Grape Gardens. Butter Building, you can still do that. So with all 7 worlds unlocked, with the Warp Store doors and what have you, well, time to take the fight to DDD. Throughout the entirety of the fight, DDD will actually float and hover towards you, but don't think just because he's done floating doesn't mean he'll stop attacking. The air bullet he spits out will actually do damage. He'll actually swing his hammer, he'll try to inhale you like Kirby does, but when he inhales you, he'll just spit you out, essentially. He'll also try to body slam you and that's about it, and also swing his hammer towards you. He'll also try to jump and swing his hammer towards you as well. So that's what DDD actually does, but why is he doing this? Flat out, if people can't sleep or have dreams, then they'll just have insomnia, and insomnia is not a pretty thing to witness. I've never seen people who have insomnia, but I know about the symptoms, like hallucinations, you get groggy, you get tired, the whole 9 yards. It's like you're hallucinating on drugs, but instead of the fancy wacky tobacco or shrooms, it's just a lack of sleep. And that's never fun. That is never fun. So DDD, you gotta stop doing this shit. Stop doing this. First you steal the people's food, and now you actually make people not sleep. Stop. Stop this noise. Stora, this suddenly appeared at the Planet of Dreams, using her final battle against the Nightmares. Well, not the Nightmares, but just Nightmare. Welcome to your final boss phase, Nightmare. And like every final boss ever, this is gonna have like multiple phases. But the fun thing about this boss phase is that it's also timed. You need to not dilly-dally and just make sure to actually kill this nightmare-looking orb in due time, because I believe after a certain amount of time, you'll actually crash into like the ground or something, and then it'll count as a death. this thing actually shoots out crescents, like little shockwaves, and also stars towards you. And also tries to home in after you, I believe? Like, no, charge into you, essentially. So just make sure you get this boss done and dealt with in time. Come on, there we go. To the moon, away. Okay, the description is still the same. I thought it'd be like different or something. This is Nightmare himself. Do 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 do. The main thing to actually know about with dealing with Nightmare is that when he actually reveals the weaker part of the tornado, if you want to see what I look like, my main channel is KO'd MPLR. I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind, chat member. But yeah, still sorry those people actually just called your computer hair to steel wool. That's just not cool. With Nightmare himself, he'll just do all that, but the main thing to keep an eye out for is just try to use the Star Rod, since it actually has projectiles for the Star Rod, onto the weaker parts of his little tornado form. Because if you do that, that'll actually do a lot more damage. A little bit of timing won't hurt. Ah, come on here. Ah. Gotcha! And like that, we've beaten Nightmare. I just call it you chat member, mostly because I just call everyone chat member. Oh, normal 100%, normal 100% complete. Now you can choose extra from the start game menu. Oh, nice. I will actually go over what extra game is once this is all done and settled. The only reason why I call you chat member, I like Turtles-K6i, is mostly because I just call everyone chat member. That's what I literally do. I just call everyone chat member. Yeah, it's not like me being mean or whatever, it's just I call everyone chat member. Like, yeah, I do read your name and what have you, but I just call everyone chat member just to be on the safe side. But yes, because he touched and activated all the switches, the normal portion of the game is complete. And now we have something extra. Then the moon's just fucked. Okay. Hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod, but King Dedede didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when the Nightmares appeared in the fountain. Nightmare rode the currents of the Fountain of Dreams, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. King Dedede hid the Star Rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams. He was actually hiding it safely away from Nightmare. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat Nightmare. Now that the Star Rod is returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. So flop up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. Okay, that's the staff credits, and here we see Masahiro Sakurai as the chief director for this entire game. Within the 2000s, Sakurai basically left and stopped doing Kirby games after doing Kirby Air Ride, and then he eventually came back maybe like over 2 decades later just to do the sequel for Kirby Air Ride, Kirby Air Riders on the Switch 2. Both games I feel I can recommend to anyone. I haven't played Kirby Air Riders because I don't have a Switch, but if it's a Kirby game and it's with Sakurai at the helm as the main guy in charge, yeah, I'm gonna at least say my full-on kudos and recommendations. As with Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland, yeah, I love the game. I like it. It's my first Kirby game I've ever played and beaten, and also my first video game I've ever played and beaten as well. I don't recall me ever actually going through with Extra Game. I'll go over that when we get to it. But I know I actually beat the normal main game for Kirby Nightmare and Dreamland, and as a kid, I felt, okay, that's good enough. Next. But that experience stuck with me through and through, mostly because of the fact, well, I find the game and Kirby to be just so much fun. Yeah, it's simplistic, yeah, it's babby platformer because that's how the challenge is, and essentially, the only main challenge is just fighting the final boss and getting everything for 100% completion. Because there will be ability puzzles and also timing puzzles too as well. And yeah, I just feel like in regards to the gameplay, Kirby as a character, the characters in the series, the gameplay and abilities, yeah, it just stuck with me as a kid, and it stuck with me until now. And I like the fact that the game Kirby's Adventure and Nightmare and Dreamland flat out just pulled a gotcha with this whole thing, because you'd expect DDD to just be a jerk-ass and just screw with people's sleep, but no. It's just him protecting the residents of Dreamland. The end! Now you can play a new sub-game, Boss Endurance. Yes, Boss Endurance is just Boss Rush, essentially. Oh, wait, whoops. There we go. But yeah, it's just, I really just love Nightmare and Dreamland because it's just my first milestone. Okay, Hero of Lore, that's your 100% completion for the normal base game. Normal mode. Extra mode. Play with half your vitality. AKA, play through the game again, it's gonna be a bit tougher, and you only have half your health. So yeah, good luck with that, kid. Give me a second here. Okay, I just wanted to at least double check something. Doing the minigames isn't entirely mandatory for you to do. Also, Boss Endurance, or Boss Rush, can also be played with multiplayer. Kind of a shame you have to at least do the multiplayer the OG old-fashioned way, but it's there if you want to do so. We'll be doing these minigames a little later, just to show off what each of them are. But I want to get started with Extra Mode. Single player, please. Yep, due to the game's nature, you play this game with half your health. And as a bit of an extra challenge, I'm going to be playing through Extra Mode with Vanilla Kirby. The only requirement I'll be having for myself is just use abilities when I need to, just for pressing the switches. That's about it. Aside from that, normal Vanilla Kirby, as an added challenge. Just to look and see how far I can at least get, before I say, forget this, and then just go with normal abilities again. But I feel I'll at least have a fine enough time to get through with all this. I say as I get hit. But still, it's just Kirby's Adventure, but with the extra mode. And in order for this game to be fully 100% completed, extra mode has to be done. Extra mode has to be 100% completed. So it's not just the normal base game, but it's also the extra mode as well. Because you actually get something after you do extra mode as well. Crouch under. And voila! Out you go. Do 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 do. Getting a maximum tomato will just restore your hit points back to 3. That's it. Not back to 6, but back to 3. So don't be super reckless. Famous last words. But yeah, all the levels and all the bosses, except for ones where I have to use abilities, they'll basically just be done with normal vanilla Kirby. No abilities whatsoever, good sir. None of that noise. The only reason I'm doing this is just because I want to at least give myself a bit of a challenge. Plus, I mean, it's just completing Nightmare in Dreamland again, except my health is halved. So I figured, might at least put a bit of challenge onto this whole thing. For some people, I believe extra mode can be a bit hard because, again, you have half your health, and the game can be a bit punishing, though, but nah, meh. Again, I died because I'm reckless and I go unga bunga. Without second thought sometimes, but meh. Also, it's Kirby, so I can at least have a bit of unga bunga recklessness. A bit. Also, fun fact, within Kirby's Adventure, the mix ability also got its own little screenshot thing too to display it. It actually had Kirby holding up a martini, like it was Kirby dressing up as a bartender with a nice cute little vest, and him just shaking a martini to mix it. Like a pun on a mixed drink. Like, mix this martini, good sir. Send your cutest barkeep ever. Bartender ever. Sir, please send your cutest bartender ever. And then it's just Kirby serving you a dry martini. Or a Long Island iced tea, which is adorable. Like, I imagine Kirby is just mixing juices together, like he thinks he's a bartender. Like he's just mixing cranberry juice and apple juice. Or cranberry juice and grape juice. Ow. But yes, if I don't complete extra mode this stream, then you bet your sweet Peppy I'm going to complete extra game next stream. Because I want to show off everything this game has to offer. There we go. Also, fun fact, I believe within Kirby's Adventure, I believe sometimes within the game, like in this particular level screen, Meta Knight actually was the one who threw the invincibility candy and gave it to you. Just as a means of helping out, I think. Da 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 da, this is Wispy Woods, a pushover of a boss as a whole. Ow. Do. Yeah, Wispy Woods just sends out apples and... projectiles, ow. Ow. Do. Da 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 do. Ow. Oh wow, even on regular vanilla Kirbo, Wispy Woods is still a joke. Crying Cope about it, you're still a goddamn joke. Kirby, you can't be sleeping on the job. You got dreams to save, again. You got people to save from insomnia. And insomnia is not a pretty thing to look at, Kirby. Get to work. Oh right, Parasol is also one of the abilities you can use underwater. Also, Parasol can do that, so it's a good over-the-head defense. So that's at least... Oh, shoot. I've disgraced this challenge by sheer accident. I deserve that because that was an oopsie. Here's your rare game over, Kirbo screen. Alright, Kirby, back to work, and I gotta avenge myself with this whole thing. Yeah, you lose points when you do continue with the game over, but again, the points mean nothing. Points mean nothing in this game. And in Kirby's Adventure too. They mean nothing, good sir. They mean absolute bumkiss. Now, if points were a requirement to give the game a bit of extra challenge, I'd welcome that. I would welcome that. Because it's bringing back an old archaic means of game progression. Because it's more like just the old school way of playing games, I believe. It's like, gain this prerequisite high score for you to get through the level, or whatever the heck. Do. There we go. Do. Do. But yeah, I'm gonna get as far as I can as humanly possible with extra mode. Fingers crossed I could at least get to the same progress I did with the normal main game, which is just getting to World 6. Do. Up, damn! Wait. I'm not using it. I accidentally pressed down by accident. That doesn't count. That does not count. Oh, nope. Do. What? As with things on my end of the channel, well, I plan to at least try and be more consistent with Yakuza Kiwami. Like, just not in the aspect of, oh, every few months, oh yeah, I forgot Kiwami exists in my backlog for me to get done with the channel. Let's do that, and just say we're being consistent, while not being consistent with it. Yeah, I plan to not do that. It's by accident that I'm doing this by, but you know, yeah, but you get the point. Oh, nice. Like, I do plan to at least be a bit more consistent in streaming that game, to at least beat it to completion. Not 100%, but just getting through the main story beats. But with how I find Yakuza Kiwami, it's not a bad game. It's pretty fun. Like, the intrigue, the story is pretty can be kind of a hook. Wait, I need sword! I need sword! Gonna have to break my rule, because the simple fact it's an ability puzzle, and I need that. Ow! I have a good feeling I'm going to be needing sword. If not, I will discard the ability and move on as usual. There we go. Do 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 do. Ba 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 ba. But yeah, aside from the whole Yakuza Kiwami thing, there is a special project I want to get to doing. It's for a landmark anniversary special for the game I've done as a kid. But yeah, I want to at least get through with doing that, and a bit of a side project I want to at least do. But I want to at least make it into a surprise poll to look and see for engagement. Engagement as in just asking people who know of the channel, just to check and see, hey, do you want me to do this or not? Because yeah, I know like, oh, at the end of the day, you're the streamer. Whatever you want to do or don't want to do is upon you. True. But I want to at least, you know, make things a bit more engaging with the viewers, the audience at home, or, you know, that sort. Essentially just giving engagement and letting people know, hey, you're here, and you're not just another viewer. You're engaging within a poll for me to do something for. Just a simple yay or nay thing, you know? That's all. Ahem. As with using my Wii U for more Game Boy Advance games, look forward to that in the future. Because there's one more Kirby game I want to at least do. Maybe at least this year, maybe. And there are some games I do want to get done with this year on the GBA. Maybe a game or two, just to do that. And essentially it's just, oh, there's another couple of games I want to do from my childhood that I've played on the Game Boy Advance that I would like to at least play for the channel. Oh, there we go. Out you go. And there we go. Oh, darn it. Do 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 do. Up 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 up. Do 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 do. Oh, come on, game. Come on, really with this? Ugh. Huh. There we go. Huh. As for the upcoming Pokemon Day celebration, yeah, expect a reaction video from me. Either a react video or a react stream. It depends on what's going on during that day for me to do. Like, if I'm not too busy for me to do something, then chances are I will be doing a react stream. Like, it'll probably just be a react and chill stream where I react to the whole thing, and then I just maybe play some Smash, some UFO 50, maybe a bit of Power Stone. It's been a hot minute since I last played Power Stone. I know I've gotten my butt beaten online for Power Stone because there are people more experienced and more professional at Power Stone than I am, but I know at the very least I can hold my own with Power Stone. Like, it's more so just of how the game controls with Power Stone that I can at least feel a bit more at home. Because I'm more used to playing Smash. Like, it's not that I don't want to learn traditional fighting game controls, it's just that for some reason my brain just doesn't really pick up the signal of using it all that well. And me using fighting game controls equates to me just pressing random buttons and hoping it works. Like, not in the aspect of, oh, I know what I'm doing. No, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't. Please send an adult. Preferably an adult plus. Like, adult max, because my butt does not know how to use fighting game controls to save his life. Oh, shoot. Shoot. Damn it. There we go. There we go. Whew. Okay, next boss. I tipped my mic. It's okay. I just nudged the mic a bit. That's my bad. Next boss is Paint Roller. Paint Roller isn't too hard to do. All you have to do is just inhale and spit whatever he paints right back at you. Again, right back at you. They should make a TV show about that. Yeah, right back at you. Yeah. It's hip enough for the kids. Yeah. Also, what the heck is up with this background for Paint Roller anyway? Is it, like... I think it's supposed to be like an artist's canvas room or something. But it's with the whole puzzle pieces thing that looks a bit off to me. There we go. Border building. By a margin of error, I accomplish it. I accomplish it all. Ow. Lamp. Do. They're releasing Fire Red and Leaf Green onto the Switch. Oh, I heard about that one. Yeah, they actually did a Shadow Drop reveal for that one at like 2 AM or something. That's pretty funny. Nintendo should do that more often. Shadow Drop more good games. And just let the public decide for the chaos. Yeah, more Nintendo Shadow Drops, please. Like, imagine Sakurai just gets done with Smash, he says nothing about the next Smash game, like the next Super Smash Brothers, and then they just do it with all the enthusiasm of just, fuck it, whatever. It's just, whatever, with the next Smash Brothers game. They just revealed the trailer, the final trailer, and the release date for the next Smash Brothers game, and then it's just... That doesn't count. I did that by accident, I meant to dash, that's my mistake. But yeah, just imagine Sakurai just unveils a good chunk of what the game does and has, specs and whatever, fighters that are probably just revealed at the base part of the game, because, let's face it, there's going to be DLC. Of course there will be DLC, it's Smash Brothers. They'd be dumb to not do DLC. Huh. And then from there, like, they don't like, Sakurai doesn't reveal a launch date. And then from there, they just shadow drop a final trailer for Smash, like the new Smash Brothers game, at like 3 AM or whatever the hell. It's like, it's not 3 AM for Japan, it's just 3 AM for us here in the States. And then it's just, whatever, just drop the trailer, I don't care. And then the game, oh, it's just coming out now, it's just coming out today, I don't care. That'd be the funniest goddamn thing ever. That'd be pretty hilarious. That'd be fucking hilarious. That'd be hilarious if you ask me. Hup. Like, that would flat out just be the funniest thing I feel, in my honest opinion. Like, it's just a shadow drop for Smash Brothers. Like, oh man, I need to get the new Smash Brothers game for my Switch too. It'll be worth it. It'll prove all the grifters wrong or whatever. And then Sakurai and Nintendo, they just don't care at this point in time because they're gonna make the bank anyway. They're gonna make the bank. They just shadow drop the game's release dates. And just shadow drop the game saying, yeah, it's ready now. Pick it up, neckbeard. Pick it up, sweaty. I feel that would be hilarious for them to do. Like, just have the game be shadow dropped to today. Like, it's out now. Like, I feel that would be hilarious for them to do. Like, it just, oh, I can't wait to pre-order the new Smash Brothers game. No, guess again, stupid. It's out now. Like, Sakurai is just so dogged tired. And then his cat died recently. That was sad, too. That's pretty tragic. And then it's just, hey, do you want to give a release date for the new Smash Brothers game? Man, I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. Just shadow drop the trailer and put it right now. The hysteria people would have would be hilarious. That'd be the funniest goddamn thing ever. Because that would mean embargo people, or like people that just flat out spoil the game by just putting a thumbnail of everything that game has to offer, spoilers included, can't really do much of a goddamn thing about it. Because it's shadow dropped Smash Brothers. Like, that's what I want them to do. Shadow drop Smash Brothers, or shadow drop the new 3D Mario game. At the very least, you don't have to worry about people spoiling the game, because they'd have to scramble in line with a bunch of other people just for them to get the game. And that's alone for them to get the standard version of the game too, in case Nintendo wants to be cheeky and just say, oh hey, here's the game, and here's like a and here's a collector's edition of the game too, for a bit more money. That'd be funny. I want them to do that. They've done that already with Metroid Prime, with the remake of Metroid Prime 1. I want them to do with another heavy hitter game. Like, I want Nintendo to shadow drop a new Smash Brothers game. Just for the funny. Like, just for the funny alone. And that alone. And to cause chaos. That's what I crave. Back to the topic at hand for what Laura's song 3166 stated. Yeah, I know about like the whole thing. It was shadow dropped. It's on sale right now, but they got rid of Miku and Godzilla. Wait. Are you trying to say Fortnite? Are you trying to say Fortnite with that whole thing? Because that's the only way I could at least think of Miku, Hatsune Miku, and Godzilla being on the same game together, let alone on a Nintendo console. Like, that's the only way I can think of. But aside from that, I feel the Leaf Green and Fire Red thing, they're fine. It's fine. Like, I myself wanted them to at least go the way of how it's done now. In the aspect of, you can buy them in the eShop, and then if you want to re-download them, you can easily do that. That's fine. But here's the issue. The games are 20 bucks a pop, when eShop games for the Game Boy Advance weren't that price, and I can check that right now. Let's see your price of eShop GBA games. No, they were not. No, don't screw around with me. 6 and 7.99. Yeah, but that's Reddit. I want to at least check something. Let's see. Hey, Huckles Bales, what the hell? Oh, wait a minute. It's like a bunch of 30+ eShop dealy things. Wait. Okay, now I'm curious. God damn it. Ugh. Wait, Ninja Gaiden, blah, 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 blah. Let's see. More Full Cosmic. Ooh, Cosmic Invasion. Ooh, that's nice. That could be fun for a stream. Okay, back on hand. Can't get distracted. I cannot get distracted here. Press the eShop on Wii U. As of March 20. Yes! Yes! So essentially, they're just hold on here. Let's see. It was like $19.99, and then we're going to go for sales price. Takes for 2%. That'd be like maybe 9 cents. So $19.99 plus 10 cents, just to be, you know, just for the sake of devil's advocate, like 10 cents. 20 bucks. So like 20 bucks. And then we divide that by, say, ooh, it's like 6 or 7 bucks. $6.99 to $7.99. Haha, I'm not doing that joke again. I already did that joke at the start of the stream. So haha. Between $6.99 and $7.99. Hell, they even says on Wikipedia too. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, brother. Yeah, okay. And divided by, what, $6.99 at the very cheapest? 2.86. Okay, so 20 divided by $7.99. 2.50. So they're charging it double for Leaf Green and Fire Red. Flat out. Yeah, that's not a joke. Flat out. Fire Red and Leaf Green on the Switch eShop are 20 bucks a pop. At first, that can be reasonable for you to do. But until you flat out realize, on the eShop for Wii U games for Game Boy Advance, they were 6 bucks or 7 bucks a pop. So you either spent like 7 bucks or 8 bucks just for the Game Boy Advance games. Can you say ripoff? And here's another issue with the whole thing. It's single player. Like, no joke. It's single player for Fire Red and Leaf Green, so how are you able to trade? How can you trade without using, say, Pokemon Home? There we go. So, like, how the hell can you trade in a Pokemon game where people are expected to trade and to battle multiplayer-wise if the game is destined to be single-player only? Make that make sense. Oh. I thought I still had invincibility. That's my mistake. I think this is another ability puzzle thing where I need to have hammer. I think. So yeah, the games were cheaper for the Wii U Game Boy Advance by like twice the amount. Double the amount, I should say. Like, flat out. Double the amount? More than double the amount? Come on here, Nintendo. Come on here, Game Freak. You know better than this. No, but they do know better than this. What am I saying? They know better than this. They know better than this. It's flat out just cheaper on the Wii U to do so. Hell, that's how I'm able to at least have the Game Boy Advance games I have now. Ow. Like, if those games were 20 bucks a pop, you'd hear people giving them backlash like no tomorrow. Like, oh, but why do that when I can emulate the games for free? Which you can do. I don't know why people are saying emulating games is a crime. I just prefer to at least play the game as close as I can as possible to the OG hardware. And if it means I have to play the game on my Wii U just to do so, then damn it, I will do so. Ow. Like, yeah, I get the point. It's like, oh, but why'd you play Mega Man and Bass on your Game Boy Advance? When you could just play it on Super Nintendo, or you could just play it on the Super Nintendo emulator. I get that point. But I prefer to at least play the game on as close to original hardware as possible. And no, that does not mean me downloading an emulator to like a modded console, to a modified console, and then playing the game from there. No. I prefer to at least play the game to close as OG hardware as possible. Okay, this light puzzle, yeah, no. You could at least kind of make out with your eyes. Like, hey, here's where the blocks are hidden and all that razzmatazz. But on a Game Boy Advance, that's kind of hard to do. Because the simple fact, well, I mean, there's no backlight. Zero backlight whatsoever, good sir. Ow. So yeah, that's kind of my beef with what I have with Fire Red and Leaf Green being on the eShop. Like, I love the fact that you don't have to pay, like, you don't have to do like the whole membership service thing for like 50 bucks a year for GBA games. Like, what's up with that? Like, I would have loved if the GBA games, or yeah, like the GBA games, N64 and Genesis or whatever games, and GameCube stuff. Like, I would have loved if they were all just based on, hey, like the arcade classic things that Nintendo does or whatever. Like, you buy it for a certain price, and then you get the game. Like, that's it. You buy the game, you download the damn game. If you need to get rid of the game to help with storage, that's fine. You could always re-download the game at your earliest convenience. Because, you know why? Because at the end of the day, that game is still yours. Like, that's my main beef with what I have with, like, games on NSO. Because in the Wii U and the Wii, it was a lot better. It was a whole lot better than just of how they're doing it now. You buy the game, it's yours, re-download the damn game. If you need to save on storage, if you haven't more than enough storage, then that game is still yours. Okay, so bumping into Mr. Shine or Mr. Bright when you beat them in their normal phase, yeah, that still lands in an alley and you getting hurt. And World 4! Okay, we're doing good progress so far. Extra game really doesn't take all that long if you know what you're doing and you know where the switches are. And if I'm not mistaken, World 4 is when there's going to be more switches and more ability puzzles. So there's that. Up. We go. There we go. Do. Ow. But yeah, that's my main issue with the whole fire red and leaf green thing, because you're getting charged more than double the amount. Like, I'd even go with taxes with that whole thing. Let me at least try that again. Let's see here. $6.99, and then 8.65%. Again, that's like, what, 9 cents? So, $6.99 plus 0.09 cents. Oh, my mistake. 6.99 plus 0.09 cents, 708, and then divide that by 708. It's 2.82. What the shit? Okay, okay, 7.99 times that same percentage, because I'm doing it for sales tax. Again, 0.086, so 7.99 plus 9 cents. 808. Okay, so $20 divided by 8.08. 2.4. What? What? So even after I do taxes for the games, you're still getting charged more than double the amount for 2 games. Literal insanity. Fucking-ty. I'm sorry for the swearing, but it's insanity, I tell you. Brother. Come on here, guy. What are we doing here? What are we doing here? If this is the first morsel of breadcrumbs we're going to be getting for Pokemon Day, then I'm gonna just make this a goddamn video. Like, I have, like, baseline, basic-ish ass tastes, or quests for Pokemon Day. Like, hey, maybe, like, make, like, whatchamacallit, a collection of, like, Gens 1 to 4 or something, like, or Gens 1 to 5, because people love Black and White 1 and 2. Or, like, make a collection of Gens 1 to 4. Because people love, like, Gens 1, 2, and 3, and maybe, like, Gen 4? Maybe Gen 4? For the sake of it? You know, and that be about it? But, wow, my goodness, man, I had, like, zero hopes for, at least with Pokemon Anniversary being fantastic, and I'm still disappointed. Ow. Hup. Oh boy. But yeah, that's insane. I can't believe that. I genuinely cannot believe that. That is mental. Honest to goodness, that is some mental shit right there. Flat out, like, they expect you to at least play, they expect you to pay $20, if not $22, because of sales taxes, because that's how I did my calculations, because of sales tax. For 2 Pokemon games, like, Granted, Fire Red and Leaf Green, they are good Pokemon remakes of Gen 1. I'll give them that. But they're both single player, so I'm not sure how battling and trading will work. Because for Gen 1, you have Pokemon that are flat out required to be traded between people for you to complete the Pokedex. And mind you, this is like the 30th anniversary for Pokemon, where people want to relive their old school Pokemon tastes and their glory days and what have you. And it's just, oh hey, man, I don't care. Whatever. Like, really with this? Really? I expected that from like a regular Pokemon Direct, but come on here, guy, this is getting sad. Like, this is sad for me because I'm a Pokemon fan still. Like, I may not buy like the new Pokemon games, not that they're bad or anything, it's just I feel a little burnt out. Like, oh hey, here's what we're doing with this, and then it's like you really couldn't wait another year or two for us to get a new generation of Pokemon. Like, maybe at least giving it some time to cook in the oven would be preferable than just bum rushing it just to get people to buy the game. Like, that's just my griping and yapping about the whole thing. Come on. Oh, how did I miss that one? Ugh. But yeah, that's just my general thoughts and consensus of the whole thing with Fire Red and Leaf Green, because it's like, wait a minute. I bought Wii U games on I bought GBA games for the Wii U. It's like, how much were they? And it's like $8, $7? What the hell are we doing here? Like, if we're getting a collection of Pokemon games from like Gens 1 to 4, like the mainline stuff, and that'd be okay with me. That'd be fine with me. Like, oh wow, we gotta make this like $80. Fine. That's a whatever points. Like, I'm not gonna lose sleep over that. Because I know for a fact they'd be dumb to not put this thing on both Switch 1 and 2 for the whole thing. For a Pokemon collection. They'd be stupid not to ignore that kind of money coming in for them. Pretty sure this is the Switch puzzle, so let's get to it. Extra life, goddammit. I will never forget that suggestion that Arasong3166 had about the whole blimp thing. Like, to keep watch of the propellers, because that could do damage to you. That's a fun idea. That is fun. Like, flat out, that's actually a fun idea for a platformer. Like, for a sky level. Like, here's the sky level. It takes place in a bunch of blimps. A bunch of zeppelins. But be careful of the propellers because they'll do damage to you and they'll push you in varying directions because they're blimps. They're zeppelins. That's honestly a pretty good idea for a challenge. I won't lie. But yeah, the whole thing is just insanity, I tells you. Insanity! And you know what? It's gonna work. By golly, that shit's gonna work. 'Cause it's Pokemon. And the people want their Pokemon. No matter what the cost. They want their Pokemon, damn it, and they will kill their fucking grandma for Pokemon. If it's anything to go by with scalpers and weirdos in the trading card community. They will kill their goddamn grandma just for the Pokemon cards. And even then, making a profit from Pokemon cards won't net you that much of cash. Maybe like, what, 20 bucks or so? Brother, fill out a job application. Also, it's a good thing when it comes to getting all the switches. I can easily just exit a level, and I don't have to worry about beating the level, just for it to count for 100% completion. Thank goodness for that. Thank goodness for that. Help. Ow. Ow. But yeah, that's just my whole thing with the whole Pokemon thing. Because I just remembered some stuff about GBA games, and then that took me a rabbit hole of being shocked and disappointed that this will work because this is Pokemon, a franchise very much too big to fail. And unless if Nintendo's gonna be, unless if Game Freak is gonna be doing like a some EA antics. Uh-oh. Unless if they're gonna be doing some EA antics of just being awful to people and just legitimately horrible game crunch, I have my highest doubts that any bad thing the Pokemon Company does will just get more than just people being aware of being on social media and then voting with their wallets instead of their heads. It's kind of a shame that what Pokemon is doing is going to work. And it'll sell gangbusters, too, as well. And I can bet my sweetest of all bippies that flat out, it'll sell like hotcakes. That Nintendo will not care, Game Freak will not care, it'll sell like goddamn hotcakes. Because it's Pokemon. That's the point. Because it's Pokemon. Like, I'm not saying this because, oh, I hate Pokemon now. I love Pokemon. It's just, I'm a bit burnt out from what the company has for decision-making. And, like, maybe with the output of the games of how they are or whatever. Or if it's just me, with a personal taste. Not a personal vendetta, just a personal taste. Just in time. Do 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 fan fan. Do 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 do. Come on, either roll towards me or just throw an apple. There we go. Come on. Ow. Damn it. There we go. Ugh. Shoot! Ugh. Aside from that, yeah. As with other things I have on my mind, I do plan to see the Mario movie, like the sequel to the Mario movie. I'm just surprised it's on April Fool's Day of all things. Like, you think, oh wow, the Mario movie, it's coming on April Fool's Day? What do you take me for, an idiot? In April Fool? But no, it actually is fully legitimately being released on April Fool's Day. Very nice. Slide our way out. Huh. Okay. Huh. Meta Knight rounds. Do 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 do. Ow. There. Do 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 do. Oh, okay. Okay, number 2. Not bad. Not bad. Hold on, just give me a sec. I just gotta stretch my legs for a quick sec. Yeah, sorry for the intermission, I just really had to stretch my legs. Back at it with some more Kirby. For those just popping into the stream, I've already beaten the base game for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland. And because I beat it with 100%, I now have the extra game. The extra game is just the standard game again, but you now have half your health. Your standard health was 6, now your health is 3. Have fun. And for this particular part, I will be doing this with Vanilla Kirby. No abilities whatsoever, unless if I need to use it for a switch puzzle. That is it. And if I don't really get it all done within one stream for extra mode, then you can bet your sweetest Bippy I shall get this done next stream. Ah, nuts. Gotcha. Okay, this light puzzle, yeah. There we go. Switch. Done. And that takes care of all the switches within Grape Garden. You're welcome. I do not need light, because I knew where the puzzle is, and so therefore I do not need it anymore. I only shut it off within the base game just to show how light works. That extra life can be helpful. Yep, come on. There we go. 2 and 3. Got it. Gotcha. Also, 50 views for this stream. Damn. I'm actually just happy that I'm just getting this amount of views for the stream. Like, it's not just a case of, oh, I need 1,000 views. Oh, the stream won't be complete if it's just under 1,000 views. Poor me. No. I only just see this as a means of an observational things, and just being very grateful for it. Just so appreciation for it. Like, hey, I'm just happy that I'm just getting this amount of views within the stream. You know, that's what I mean. Although I am trying to at least go for 100 subs as well, so like, share, and subs... So bad it killed Kirby. Like, share, and subscribe. That. Okay, I have no choice but to use it for Krakow. Because the simple fact, I only have 3 health, and I can't really just float and avoid the problem. Ow. Ow! Okay, yes. I am actually within the boss fight itself against Krakow. So now we just wait for Krakow to shoot at an enemy. And then from there, I can just beat Krakow easily from there. Yeah. Sometime today there, Krakow, would be nice. There we go. Now do this like several more times and Krakow is down. Hup, there we go. Okay, run away. Oh, whew. Close one. Okay. Oh! Gotcha! No. Ah! Whew. Gotcha! Whew. That's better. Well, that's pretty fitting. You know what? It's getting pretty late at night. Yeah, let's have Kirby rest this one off, little guy. You've earned this, little bro. I'm FODV93. We got upgrade to Yogurt Yard within the extra portion for Kirby Nightmare in Dreamland, so next time, you can bet your sweet Peppy this'll probably be the finale for all this, because it's just the aspect of beating, what, Yogurt Yard? Yeah, it's Yogurt Yard, Orange Ocean, Rainbow Resort, and then the fight with Nightmare. It really won't take all that long. All I have to do is just find the switches, and that's about it. I'm FODV93, and I shall see you all soon for the next stream. Bye-bye.